Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We're back in downtown Binghamton at the new Water Street parking garage. We were invited back by William H. Lane to check out the concrete pour that's going on today. They're pouring the concrete slab that'll lead up to the precast section of the garage right by the entrance. So I figured I'd bring you guys along and we'll check out another progress update for you. Make sure to hit subscribe down below. Give the video a thumbs up. Thank you to everybody who supports the channel, our YouTube members, our Patreon members. Consider joining them. Links are down in the description. And basically, in addition to supporting the channel, you get video and photo updates that are behind the scenes that the main public doesn't get to see on the channel. So check it out. Let's go. So tell us a little bit more about what's going on.
Sure. So right now, these guys are finishing up on placement of the ramp, as you can see. They started a few hours ago and they're almost done. That's the thing with concrete placement is it doesn't take too long. Once you start pumping it in, it goes very quickly. So we got a nice crew size right here going on. A couple of them are just kind of, with the chute. They're moving it around, and a couple other guys are kind of mixing it, and then a couple of them are setting it, making it that next step. So this will be the main entrance right here. As you can see, there's that concrete island right there. That's going to have like the arms where you can go and pay.
And once the concrete is all settled and poured, they put the gates in. They're gonna probably cut in a sensor into the pavement, right?
Yeah, they're gonna have something right there. I'm not too sure the specifics. The city was working with the vendor that they have already specified. So, but yeah, no, it's gonna look really cool when it's all set up.
Do you want to walk around the other side? Yeah.
So, there's been a lot going on since our last time you came to the site. So for right here, this is going to be the proposed lobby area. Don't touch it back. This is the proposed lobby area. You got the masons right now that are putting up the front. So yeah, the masons came in last week sometime. Start seeing they're framing it out, and there's going to be a nice glass storefront that wraps around the side there. So
will the glass go right up to these columns here?
Yeah, so yep, it's going to come from this column right here to the next column right there. It's going to be a nice glass storefront with a aluminum door, and then it's going to wrap around from this side to that column right there.
Awesome.
So and then right now, this is going to be open 2,000 square foot retail space. The city's not too sure what exactly it's going to be right now.
Probably would make a great coffee shop or something like that.
It would be for sure. It's in a great area. So
plenty of parking.
yeah, right next to the parking.
How much does each one of those cinder blocks cost?
Oh boy, I am not entirely sure, to be honest with you.
My parents had to buy one back in like 2011, and I think they were like $20 each. So with inflation and COVID, I'm sure it's more like 40 now, but
I'm sure.
And where's the concrete being trucked in from?
So yesterday we had another company do it, and today we have another one due to manpower. This is BTC Supply. Basically, the concrete truck comes in on Henry Street. It makes sure the consistency is right. That's why that drum is spinning. And then we have a concrete pumping company that comes in and pumps the concrete down where the guys can place the finishing.
And if the concrete stops spinning or it sits too long in the drum, it ends up ruining the truck, right? Yeah.
Well, it ruins the mix, which yes, ends up ruining the truck. So that's why it's advantageous to where, hey, when the truck gets here, we got to get prepped, we got to get ready, because you only have so long for that concrete until it cures.
And I know in some bigger cities where the traffic's more of an issue, they do have trouble coordinating those trucks, but Binghamton not so much.
Not so much. So as we wrap around Water Street side, I don't know if you got a good clip of this, but up top here you're going to see these metal angles that go from the 1st up to the 5th.
I know we talked about it, but the shot of them didn't come out that great.
Okay,
but so now you're getting to see them a little bit better.
Shot. Basically what it is, there's a face right here on the vertical wall. There's going to be a nice perforated metal panel that's going to be on that as a nice little facade piece.
Did they get the lighting in yet, or
no, not yet.
Because I know the facade was going to be LED lit.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
The renderings that came out look really sharp, and I'm really excited to see in a few months from now when they get installed how that's going to turn out.
Oh, and I noticed they are installing a sprinkler system.
Yep. So we have our sprinkler guy. He came in a few weeks ago, started up on the 1st floor. You can kind of get a good glimpse there on those sprinkler heads, cast iron sprinklers, and they're working their way up.
So is this on-site concrete mixing right here?
So this is for the masons.
Oh, the mortar mix. Okay. Boy, those things look heavy.
Yeah, they're big. And then as we go further down Water Street, we have our site contractor who's got some stockpile. They're kind of just moving stuff around, prepping for some concrete pours later on as we go further on in the project.
And now this entrance here, is this going to be just for the 1st floor for Boscovs and things like that, or?
So for Boscov's, the entrance is going to be up on the 3rd floor. So
right.
In order to get to Boscov's, you're going to have to take the stairs, go up a few floors, and get out. This is just another way to get into the building.
But you can't get to the upper floors from this entrance, or you can?
No,
yeah. So this is basically just 1st floor parking entrance right there.
Yeah. Yep.
And this street's going to get rebuilt when the construction's all done.
Yep. So when it's all said and done, the trailers are going, all the laydown materials are going. Water Street's going to go back to 2-lane traffic.
2 lanes, yeah. That'd be pretty cool though, a two-story street.
That would be interesting. And then over here on the Boscov side, I don't think we mentioned this on the previous walkthrough. You can kind of see the exposed steel right there. Not in too good shape. So one of the addition work we have is to kind of cover that up.
Yeah.
With a nice little facade.
I mean, it just looks bad, right? It's not like the steel is gonna like collapse or something.
No, the integrity's fine. We're gonna put in the new soffit right now is gonna get painted. We're gonna reframe it a little bit.
It's interesting that there's still like a column left from the old garage there. Yeah. Because when they expanded the parking garage, they basically just added on top of the existing structure that was there.
Yep.
And ironically, the expanded part of the garage was in worse shape than the original.
Go figure, huh?
Yeah.
So here's our site work, guys. We're kind of just recreating it, making it all nice.
And this is all going to be concreted over to park on,
So this
right?
is actually, it's going to get paved.
Paved, oh, okay.
Our paving guy should be here sometime the next month or so.
Get a little bit closer here. Now what, on the back side, like the walls there, on the back side of
Yep.
this on the first floor, what's going to be over there?
So right down there, the ramp where it comes up, there's
Yeah.
going to be a little bit of a dead space right there.
Right, yep.
So there's going to be kind of mechanical rooms, and I think there's going to be an office down there. They're going to utilize that space. It's not going to be just a dead space down there. Like I mentioned, the ramp, how it comes up,
Yeah.
you have this little dead space area right now.
Yep.
Kind of see on the left side, you kind of see through the mesh, there was some concrete flat work that we poured yesterday.
Yep, I see it.
Yep. So that's going to be the generator pad down there. Eventually, when that cures, the masons are going to go over there and frame up the CMU walls.
So the garage having a generator, the lighting will be able to work if the power's out.
Right.
Elevators too, I'd imagine. Yeah.
Yep. Again, that was with the original intent of having it have 5 stories above it.
Yeah.
And basically, we're going to leave it as, in case the city wants to move ahead with it,
Yeah.
it's all going to be readily accessible, so we don't have to go back and redig, excavate.
Yeah.
So it's all going to be prepped and ready for when that day comes.
I wonder how much weight each precast panel can hold. It's got to be a lot.
I'm not a structural engineer, but it's going to be a lot. And you can kind of tell, so these are what's called a T-beam.
Yeah.
You can see where the T-beam ends right there on that.
Yeah. From that joint, these 2 T's to that joint,
So this joint right here
is all one panel.
solid piece.
Yeah.
And that was when the precast guys came in with the crane and set all these pieces.
They hung that stuff fast, like real fast.
They said 6 weeks, and I think it took 5 or so. It was very impressive to see it. You can kind of see where it sits.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's there's a name for that, but I can't remember.
And the welded angle piece.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. So
A seat or something like that.
yeah, you can call it that. So all of these welded pieces were all set, were all ready to where when the precast had to get hung, it fit perfectly, just like Lego.
And what I forgot to ask you the other day, what's your job title with Williams?
So I'm a construction estimator.
Ah, okay.
I helped the supervisor who you were with yesterday. I helped him on the estimate. I'm helping him now with, there's additional work they want, so I've been helping him price out stuff like that. So
What additional stuff are they adding?
So what wasn't included was over on the Boscov side where they wanted the soffit painted and they wanted framing to kind of look that nice. That wasn't in original. It wasn't in the original contract.
Right.
So that got added. Up on the 3rd floor where the proposed ramp's going to be.
The ramp.
That wasn't included.
Yeah,
originally.
yeah.
Well, it was, but re-engineering had to be done.
Yeah.
So we're getting those details ironed out as we speak.
Well, I think we covered a lot.
Yeah, I'd say.